All right, guys, we are on 3.2 day 1, equations with like terms. Same thing that we've been doing for the last few days, but you're just going to notice that here I have more terms now. Okay, I don't just have two things like we did in the examples earlier in the week. But my steps are still the same. So, step 1, distribute if and when you see parentheses. Do I see parentheses in example 1? Nope. So I move on to step 2. Make your groupings using inverse operations. What does that mean? It means cross the line, change the sign. And we do that by keeping our variables on the left and our constants on the right. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, so the first thing I'm looking for is my variables. I spot a variable here. Is it on this side? Yes, so it stays the same. And I see another variable here, and again, it's on the side, so it stays the same. Now I'm looking for my numbers. I see a 7. It is on the other side, so when I'm crossing it over, I need to change its sign. Negative 23 is also a number. Is it staying the same, or is my sign going to change? It stays the same because it's already on this side. All right, so we did our grouping. Step 3, write simplified equation. And we do this by combining our terms. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. Negative 6x plus negative 4x. That gets me negative 10x. And on this side, I'm going to get negative 30. All right, and then we do our last step, which is to divide our coefficient. That is the number in front. So I'm going to divide, cancels. I get x equals positive 3. All right, let's do it again. So I have my variables on the left, my numbers on the right, and I scan for my variables. So I see a variable here, negative 8x. Is it going to stay a negative 8, or is it going to change? It is going to stay negative 8 because I'm not crossing the line. Let's look at our numbers. I have negative 4. That is crossing the line, so it changes my sign. What about the 7? That also is going to change to a negative 7. And 19 is on this side already, so it is going to stay positive. All right, let's simplify. Not adding anything to this, so it stays. Oh, Lexi is yawning in the background. I don't know if you heard her. All right, so I have positive 19, positive 4, and then minus 7. What does that get me? So you should have gotten 16 positive. All right, and last step. Divide our coefficient, or the number in front of x. And I need to make sure to include that negative sign. Cancels. And on this side, I'm left with negative 2. All right. As always, if you have any questions, type them in at the end of the video.